gonna start right here and then go all the way to the end. So, the advanced suit. I think this is a cool suit because mainly, one of the main reasons I think it's cool is that it's a brand new suit they made for this game. So, I do like the giant spider. I love the giant spider on his chest. I love how, like, if you look at the bottom of his feet and then his knuckles and the top of his hand, like, they all serve a practical purpose. Like, when he's supposed to be, I guess, like basically they're padding for his suit. And because of that, I think it's really cool. I do love the big white spider on the back. It is kind of weird, though, because all the parts that are white... What the fuck, webcam? Why are you being all, like, not, like... Can you focus? Can you... Okay, good. So, like, all the parts you see that are white would be black, but they made it white for some reason. So, my only negative about this, honestly, is just the shade of red. I feel like it could be a darker red. This one looks like a bit like, this looks like a red where it's like you leave something out in the sun, like a sun-damaged red. But I'm not a huge fan of it. Hang on, actually. Let me go ahead and change this to a different picture mode, maybe. Because I have it set to fighting game right now. Not a major difference, but it still looks alright. So, I give this one like an 8 out of 10. Okay, so let me talk about this classic suit first. The classic suit, there's not a whole lot to say about this because it's standard, it's safe. Looks like most suits you see. So, it's a classic Spider-Man suit, but they're not doing anything huge with it. It gets like a 7 out of 10 for me. This one, though, gets a whopping 2 out of 10. The reason why it gets a 2 out of 10 is that it's the damaged suit, okay? But if you're gonna make a damaged suit, like, make it damaged. Like, have him beat the fuck up. Don't have, like, some cuts, okay? Have stuff where he's, like, you know... It's like, you know, there's parts of his mask missing, there's chunks of his suit gone. Like, really fuck him up if you want it to be a damaged suit that has its own slots. So, like, 2 out of 10, and this one gets, like, a 6 out of 10. I don't know why this one's, like, darker. I think this is darker because it's dirtier. I will give it that, though. It does have, like, dirt on it. Like, dirt and wear. And war suits. I've read some of the noir comics, like, back in the day. I haven't touched them in a while, though. I want to kind of get, like, buy them for my iPad and read them. The noir suit, though, I think the big thing about this that's missing is... See, here's the thing. This would be a solid 9 out of 10 if it had the trench coat, or the duster coat. I think it's a trench coat, and the fedora. If it had both of those things, a solid, like, near 10 out of 10. It would be like a 9, 9.5. But as is, this stands as an 8 out of 10. Still awesome, it's just missing those things that make Spider-Man Noir. I will say this, though, really good that he has the gun on him. 10 out of 10. Anytime I played a Spider-Man game as a kid, and this shit was an unlockable costume, I would fucking get this costume. I love the design. I love how it's like it looks like an upgraded design with the underneath suit, but it's still a hoodie with a big, like, which costume gives him those butt? I think all of them give him, like, a really good butt. Let's check this one. How about this? Because the model doesn't reset, okay? Because the models don't reset, we'll go back through, like, a quick lightning round of his butt, okay? So this way we can just shoot it off like this, like, bam, bam, you know. So I do love the, like, you can see kind of like it fades a bit on the edges of the spider when he's like, you know, it looks like spray paint, honestly. I think it's a spray paint. Some origins it's a marker, some origins it's a spray paint. This looks like a spray paint. This one, 10 out of 10. Like, it has such a huge connection to me as a kid. And I remember when I saw this in a Spider-Man cartoon, I fucking loved this costume. Alright. This one's interesting. This one looks... It looks neat, but there's something about his eyes. I like that the eyes, like, connect, like it goes around his head, but I don't like that they're kind of tiny. This is really neat. This is, like, really awesome. Like, he, like, all the way it looks like, and he has a collar up here, and the giant spider that just goes, like, it goes all over. It connects. Yeah, it's very Tron looking. I get huge Tron vibes looking at this. So this one for me, I'm gonna go ahead and give it it's an 8 out of 10. Okay, the spider in the back, like connecting, that's pretty neat. But there's something about this I just don't like. I guess it's not horrible, but 3 out of 10. I'm not feeling this suit at all. It's the Secret War suit. I don't know what Secret War it's talking about. When I think Secret War Spider-Man, I think of like the symbiote suits. But I don't like the spider in the front either. 9 out of 10. This one's a 9. How the fuck is this not a 9 out of 10, honestly? Like, this is the suit that Tony Stark gives young baby boy Peter in the events of Civil War. I love everything about it. I love the little black accent marks, like, you know, where the suit is. Like, to me, this is a very Spider-Man-y-ass Spider-Man suit. So, it does look, it's incredible. I really don't have anything to say other than I think this is the first time I think when I saw a Spider-Man suit in a movie, and I was like, that's a fucking, like, that's a Spider-Man-ass Spider-Man suit. Akbar, thank you so much for the 100 bits. And it's not to say I didn't like the Andrew Garfield. I hated the Andrew Garfield suit in the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. The second one was amazing. I love that one. And there's a certain other suit that I really like that's purely just nostalgia. But we'll get to that. But Stark suit, 9 out of 10. So, this suit is literally just this suit, but inverted. 4 out of 10. Like, if this, I don't remember, I think maybe you get this suit, I don't know what the prerequisites are to get this suit. I don't remember exactly, but, I mean, it would look cool during the Martin Lee missions, like when he's like the, what is it, Negative Man? No, Mr. Negative. So, like, if this came on you, and then you unlocked it after, like, doing his missions, then I would probably bump it up a few notches, but as it stands, it's like a 3, maybe 4 out of 10. So, 3.5. This one... $5 out of 10. I think one of the things that kills it for me is the, I like the fucking, forgot what symbol it is, but it looks like that one symbol in Berserk. I like those. But the padding, there's like, I don't know, like, I don't, the padding is like what's weird to me, and it's this shade of blue or gray or... Jeremiah says Spider-Man has a one-frame jab. How do you approach a man with a one-frame jab? You pray. Funny enough, actually, in the game Marvel Superheroes, the Capcom fighting game, Marvel Superheroes, Spider-Man's the best pick character in that whole fucking game. He can somehow get an infinite off of anything. Yeah, so this suit, 5 out of 10. I should probably stream that game one day. I don't know if the online is still active, but I definitely want to. Spider-Punk. This one gets like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty cool. I like the jacket. I like that he has a bunch of pins on him. The gauntlets are neat. The chucks are cool. It's not a bad suit in any way. It's pretty solid. I like it a whole bunch. Alright, so 7 out of 10. Okay, I'm gonna be a little unfair with this one. This is the costume I think Peter wears in the Ultimate Spider-Man series from like the early 2000s, which was like the first Spider-Man stories where I got to sit down and read issue by issue. So this is like, Ultimate Spider-Man is like my first big comic book Spider-Man, as opposed to like when I saw him in movies, when I saw him at the TV shows. So, and this looks, so I don't want to, it's hard to rate it without taking nostalgia into effect. So you know what, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's great. The extra points really come from nostalgia. That's really what it is. Now, if this was the you-know-what wrestler costume, this would be an instant 8 out of 10. Fear itself. Okay, so apparently the whole thing with the gauntlets and the little, like, fucking light bright neon ass suit and okay, and the scales you see, okay? Those are apparently based off the fact that this suit in the gauntlets is apparently what, like, the same thing that makes Mjolnir, or like what makes Thor's suit. So lore-wise, it's kind of cool. But 4 out of 10. I just don't like the gauntlets. I feel like if there was something else on Spider-Man, it would stand out a little bit, but the gauntlets just stick out like a sore thumb. Okay, Stealth, the big time suit. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I like this suit a lot just cause it's just cause it looks like Spider-Man got sponsored by Razer. Like Razer went up to him and says, "Hey Spider-Man, you wanna get into sponsoring superheroes? You want a big fat check?" Alright, so this one, I like that it looks like it seriously looks like a fucking esports Spider-Man. And I do like the eyes. I like how it's like just there's no like lens, there's no like a lens separation. Like it's all lens. There's no frame to them. It looks sick. It kind of like makes me wish these eyes were on this suit, or like maybe something similar. Not these like really squinty ones. Oh, game freaked out a little. Okay, wasn't doing it then. Okay, so this one I give it an 8 out of 10. Spider-Man Mark III suit. This gives me a very like it doesn't look super Spider-Man-ish. Like it kind of looks like a dude got Stark technology and not even just Stark tech, blueprints to Stark tech. Tried to make his own suit and was like, "Yo, my favorite superhero is Spider-Man." But I do like that aspect to it. He kind of looks like a Power Ranger, honestly. So, 7 out of 10. I think this is really neat. I like this one. Ten out of 10. This is also a 10 out of 10. This is also a 10 out of 10. And I know that's nostalgia talking, but fuck you. So, okay, to be fair, I want to be fair. That was nostalgia talking. We'll get to this suit in a little bit. This black suit, come on. Our boy, Miguel O'Hara, the first Hispanic Spider-Man. Like, come on. So this suit, it's missing the cape. If it had the cape, 10 out of 10. Without the cape though, and the fact that it's not even the best $20.99 suit here, I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 suit. So, yeah, look at this spider! Look how angry the spider looks! God, you know, fuck, it's a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10. The Iron Spider suit. So, here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of this suit, but I like that it exists. The power you get with it as well is really neat. They really kept it faithful to the MCU. Like, this is literally the MCU Iron Spider suit. The spider in the back isn't too cool, and the spider in the front, like it does that thing where it all connects, but it's not angular enough. There's no sharpness to the suit. So like, mainly just because spiders, it gets like a 7 out of 10. But I really do like this suit. But if I were to go, like, if you ask me what I would like more, do I like this suit or the Stark suit? Stark suit easily. Okay. Six out of 10. It looks neat. Like, there's cool things about it, but I don't know. Like, it's not a bad suit either. I just look at it and I'm like, it's cool, I guess. This one's ooh. Thank you, Akbar, for the 30 spicy bits. This one is from it's of the Spider-Man storyline where Spider-Man basically becomes a CEO. Forgot what the comic is called. Oh Jesus, my dad sneezed so loud. I like the spider on his chest. It's fucking just. Oh God. This one though, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. I like how it shines. I like the shine on this more than I do on this suit. I also like the shade. If you put the shading of this red on this costume would be a 9 out of 10. Yeah, you can make the cup overflow. This fucking costume. I don't know what storyline this fucking thing is from. But God, it looks like he's just naked, like he has no genitalia. This one's like, you know what, just because of how fucking insane this looks, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Like, it's kind of plain, but the skull with the... honestly, the big thing that gets it is it's a skull with the flaming head. It doesn't even look like a crazy comic booky ass skull. It's a skull. Jesus. 9 out of 10. It's literally this, but this has white instead. And so it's closer to my country's flag, Peru. Because of that, 9 out of 10. This one is just neat. Like, here's one of the things about it that's just great. Watch, I'll equip it now.
Someone left me a voicemail. Number's blocked, though.
Like, just look at that. Like, how it looks. Oh, thank you for the 8 spicy bits, Akbar. Okay, so... It's basically... Like, let's see. Is it this suit? Yeah, it's this suit with this, like, type of texture over it. And not only that, it gives me, like, big classic Spider-Man vibes. Like, it looks like I'm looking at a fucking Jack Kirby-ass Spider-Man. So, 9 out of 10. Man. Okay, so I haven't read this Spider-Man story, but I really want to. But this is like a 9 out of 10, mainly because of what makes this costume. So, what he did was that it's black jeans with black boots, a red and black like leather jacket, and the spider on the front. I don't know about the one on the back, but apparently the spider on the front is drawn with a marker and just slapped on a mask and then put lens on it, like a couple lenses on it. So, and apparently Spider-Man, this one, like, it's just a cold-blooded vigilante, which is kind of cool. So I'll go ahead and give this one like, I'll give this one like a, you know what? Looking through it more, it's an 8 out of 10. I was thinking 9, then I was gonna drop it to 7, and I was like, you know what, I'll go with a halfway point. 20 spicy pride bits, thank you so much, Awkward. 3 out of 10. The 3 points are okay. I'm allotting here are the 3 points. Ready? 1 point is he's toned. The second point is the Spider-Man underwear, and the third point is when you run in this game, it changes the sound effects to actual feet, like hitting concrete floor or whatever the hell he's running on. 3 out of 10. This one I like. I'm gonna say this. I like every single suit that was in the MCU. Every single one of them, including this one. No, he does have a butt. Like, if you turn this way, his butt's kind of taut. Like, if you look to the side, it's pretty taut. This one, we can't really tell that much. But I like this one because it's basically a super ghetto version of this with the colors inverted. And that's one of the things that makes me really like the homemade suit from Civil War. And it was also, like, he had to slap on in Homecoming. Like, these are big... Is that, like... No, those aren't boots. Oh, those aren't boots. Those are, like, big, because there's, like, a fabric. You can kind of see the texture on them. These are, like, big red socks on, No, wait. Am I stupid? Oh, that just might be the cuffs. These are big red boots. But, yeah. So this gets an 8 out of 10. I really do like this suit. Fucking 1. This is a 1. Like... This is a 1! I do like that he's, like, repping his college. Like, it's like a very quick, you know, oh, slap on the mask, gotta be Spider-Man. But, I'll be generous. A 2. I'll give 1 point to the fact that it looks like he has to slap his mask on real quickly. And, he had to just put on, like, this, like, and he's wearing his university shirt, okay? So, I'll give it that. However, I would give it, like, 16 robot heads. 16 robot heads out of 10. Thank you so much, Awkward. I really appreciate the spicy bits. I would bump this thing up to a 10 out of 10 if you could somehow wear this, but swap out the mask. That would be fucking awesome. The anti-ox suit that you get at the end of the game. This one, 9 out of 10. I love the scales, like the scales of it. I love the little yellow points. The big spider on his chest, and it's on the back. It's basically the advanced suit, but like with scales, like much more armored. This is basically an armored advanced suit. And I really like that. And the lenses are actually a little bit different. Oh, I forgot. I think maybe it's up here. Am I just dumb? I'm trying to see. There was like a suit. There was like one thing I wanted to point out. I think it was like one of the armored suits. I guess it's not here yet. Okay, dark suits. Honestly, just based off the color, 9 out of 10. I love how fucking edgy this looks. I love how edgy this shit looks. 10 out of 10. The red visors are the best too. The resilient suits. The squinty eyes, I don't know. The super reflectiveness, I give it a 5 out of 10. I'm not too crazy about the spider either. Again, I like that it's connecting, but it's not doing it for me. It's like a 5 out of 10. For the way the Union Jack is represented on this, and that cool little spider watch he has, I do like that the spider is descending though. Like, it comes up to the point where, like, in the back, and it's descending. I'll give this like I'll give this a very appropriate 7 out of 10. Scarlet Spider Suit 2. This is again one of my personal favorites in terms of the Spider-Man suits. This is the one Kane wears in the comic books. And I love red and black. Red and black, red and white are some of my favorite fucking combinations ever. So, just like for the shade of red and the harsh black, a 9 out of 10. Easy. It's time to open the vault of controversy. So we saw other Spider-Man Mark suits. We saw the Mark II. We saw the Mark III. Okay. I could have sworn there was another suit here. Looks like I could have seen. Alright. This one, though. The first time I saw this suit, actually, was in Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, where it's basically a palette swap Spider-Man, but I don't remember if he had any different attributes, like different stats. And this suit, I saw it in the cartoon, and I was like, that looks kind of cool. I like that. In this game, though, I don't know. I feel like, I know this sounds dumb, but if they used like a much more matte finish on the armor, like it was more dull looking, I think I would like it a lot more, but I'm not liking how it super reflects. I feel like I'm wearing fucking mirrors. So, because of that, I like the suit and everything else. Oh god, the cup's about to overflow. Thank you so much, Awkward. This is a 5 out of 10. Nine out of 10. 9 out of 10 because, here's the thing. When you unlock this suit's ability, which is the Iron Arms, you can then make this the legit-ass Civil War Spider-Man suit from the comics. Yeah, it's like, it's a 9 out of 10. I really do like this suit a lot. So, this one right here is from the the Mangaverse, Marvel Mangaverse. So, this Spider-Man, I don't know too much about him. I do kind of like the wraps on his, like, forearms and hands. He's still wearing gloves. Like, 2 sets of gloves underneath that. It's kind of weird. Oh my god, Akbar, 39 bits. 39, ah! Ah! Oh, fuck, it's overflowing! Oh my god. Oh my god. Sweet buttery Christ. Okay. Thank you so much. This one's a 6 out of 10. I do like how, and really this would normally be a 5 out of 10, but the extra point it gets is just how it looks visually. It has the same visual like strike that that this suit had. So I do like that. Okay, this is the suit I was thinking about earlier. The Aaron Aikman armor. Now, I don't know too much about this armor, but I like it a lot. Like, I like how there's some parts that still looks a little baggy, but it's like he's wearing a, like, I don't know what it is, but it's like a futuristic Spider-Man that has a very Japanese feel to him. And some people have mixed opinions on this, but if you look around his eyes, okay, there's like these little sharp spider eyes around it. So with the 2 lens and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra eyes around it, that means he has 8 eyes like an actual spider. So 8 eyes means it's an 8 out of 10. I actually really like that little touch of detail. You know what this looks like though? This looks like, remember how I said this, like, if I can go back up to, which suit was it? This one? Yeah. No, not this one. Can't find it. This game's making me look dumb. I don't like that. Okay, yeah, I think it was this suit, where I said it basically looks like someone took blueprints to an Iron Man suit, and then they build like they try to make their own Iron Man suit, kind of like Iron Man suit, but their favorite superhero is Spider-Man. This right here feels like the finished version, like the proper suit. It even looks like, look, the fucking jet boost at his heels. It feels like the proper version of that. Fucking 3 out of 10. I don't get it. I don't know what comic it's from. I don't know if it's from a show. I like the arm, but that's the only fucking thing I like. Everything else on this sucks. Like, if you're gonna sell me Cyborg Spider-Man, and then you give me this, I'm upset. 3 out of 10. 9 out of 10. It has the same striking, striking contrast that Spider Clan and the Vintage Suit have. But this is from Into the Spider-Verse, which I want to remind anyone watching this. Go see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. In fact, you know what? It is on Netflix. They just put it on Netflix a week ago. Go watch it. Go watch it 400 times if you have to, because I have. This Into the Spider-Verse is not only my favorite Spider-Man movie, it is my favorite movie of all time. Oh, here we go. Are you guys fucking ready? Just purely off of nostalgia, 10 out of 10. Okay? Actually, off of nostalgia, 9 out of 10. Okay? I deduct 1 point because of all the shitty ass people that were harassing. Thank you so much, Offer, for 39 extra biddies. I really appreciate that. So this suit, like, this is the suit I went to go in theaters in 2002. 10-year-old little Toriko walked into the movie theater and saw this. And then he heard Chad Kroger going like, and they say a hero save us, not gonna stand in his way. He went in and saw this Spider-Man. A 9 out of 10. There's nothing special about this suit other than the nostalgia it's tied to it. I fucking love this suit. I hated that Insomniac was harassed by a bunch of shitty assholes, and it almost at one point made me not want this suit at all. But when they announced it, there was a sense of like happiness and pride from it, like as if some of those people were also huge fans of the Raimi film, and it's incredible. I love that it's here. It's weird that it's called the web suit, but I guess you couldn't call it the Raimi suit, or they couldn't even call it the classic suit. I would have called it nostalgia suit, maybe. Okay. This suit's just funny, man. Like, I think this suit's in a few Spider-Man games. I remember it was definitely in the, excuse me. It was definitely in the Spider-Man 1 PS1 game. I love like how the Fantastic Four suit looks. I would give this a 7 out of 10. I would give it an 8 out of 10, but it's missing something, and it's the kick me sign at the back that Johnny Storm puts on. Slaps onto Peter's back. If I had a kick me sign, that'd be amazing. So here's my thing with the Future Foundation suits. If you look at Peter this way, he looks fine. If you center like that, he looks like he has a gut. He's like, all right, good work today, guys. He goes back, he's like, ugh. He just lets his gut out, and he's like, oh shit, she's coming. Hold on, let me suck in my gut. Hey, how's it going? Like, his butt's taut. I love the spider sprayed out on the back, like, and it goes to the chest. So this one, 8 out of 10. I like it a whole lot. The spider eyes, though, the lens are fucking scary. Jesus Christ. We're down to the final suits. Ready? So, we'll start with this one first. So this is the stealth suit that Peter wears in Far From Home. Now, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna talk about that movie that much, but here's the thing. On itself, this suit would be like a 6 out of 10, you know? Just looking at it, but based on the movie, based on from what I've seen in the movie, and the big joke from the movie too. Actually, when I think about it, when I was at Smash the Record 2017, E-Sam mentioned to me, We don't have jokes anymore, we just have memes. That hit me. So, based on the meme of this movie, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Okay. This suit. Okay. Before seeing the movie, I was like, this suit's alright. 8 out of 10. You know, it's good. After the movie, though, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Almost a near 10. So, and it's like, if you see the movie, you'll understand why it's a 9 out of 10. 10, 8, 10, 4, 10, 10, 10, 10, though it's like an 8. 10, the extra pat. Oh my god, this is an 11. 10, 7. Scales kill it, it's like a 5. 10. This one's like a 5. 10. 6. 6. 6. Okay, 10. 10. Damn, shading kills it. 5. Dean's not really showing that much. 5. 8. 5. 5. 10. 10. 5. 8. 10. 7. 7. He has no butt. Negative 1800. 4. 10. 10. 10. 10. 5. 10. 8. Okay, good.